Hello everyone and welcome to Keto Cooking with Corey. Today we will be making another Green Chef meal. This time it's going to be chicken con queso with cauliflower rice, roasted pepitas, and cabbage. Now with that out of the way, let's begin to food. The first thing we're going to do is dice our Roma tomato into small little dice-sized pieces. Next, we're going to thinly slice some scallion. You want to keep the hollow green pieces in one pile and the thicker white pieces in another pile because those are the ones we are going to cook with. Alrighty, now in a large dry saute pan, we are going to toast 1/2 ounce of pepitas for about 2 to 3 minutes, or until they're super fragrant, or they just look toasty. Now we will take our toasted pepitas to our cutting board along with the tomato and the green onions and just let them cool down for a little bit. Once they're cooled down enough, roughly chop them up into little pieces. Now in the same pan you used for the pepitas, heat about 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil on medium-high heat, by the way. Once that is all good and heated up, we are going to add 2 ounces of shredded cabbage. And there you go. And now you're going to add the white part of the scallion that we cut up earlier. Every little piece must go in. Every single one. And now just stir that up a little bit. Now this came with 1.5 teaspoons of chili, cumin, and a paprika blend. We're only going to pour half of that onto our pot, or pan. This thing, cooking device. And now stir everything up in your cooking device. Once everything is good and stirred together, cook for 1 to 2 minutes or until the cabbage begins to soften. Once that is all good and ready, add 6.5 ounces of cauliflower rice to the pan. Stir it all up together and let it cook for 3 to 4 minutes, stirring occasionally, of course. Once it is time, we will add the pepitas and the tomatoes. And now with my handy dandy little butter gadget thing, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. And now, of course, stir it all up. Keep stirring until the butter is melted. Once it is fully melted, you're done. With that, at least. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on our plates for later, because this certainly is not enough food or protein. Obviously, we need some chicken. I still want every little last piece of that food, though. There you go. Okay, good enough. I'm just going to quickly flatten that all out to make it look all nice and pretty. Now I have my 2 5-ounce chicken cutlets, which I already pre-patted dry earlier. Of course, we're going to season with salt and pepper. And once again, we are also going to season with half of the chili and cumin and paprika blend. And for the other chicken, make sure every square inch of that meat is seasoned. Now we're going to flip those over and do the same exact thing to the other side. Now, once again, in a pan over medium heat, we are going to heat up 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. Once it's all good and hot and sizzling and whatnot, that's when we're going to add the chicken to the pan. Now, just let it rock out. Let it cook for 4 to 6 minutes on each side, or until the chicken is fully cooked. Obviously. It's been about time, so we're going to flip those over and cook them again for another 4 to 6 minutes. Alright, I've waited long enough and by that I mean it's been about 5 minutes. So we are going to take that and take it to the cutting board for later. Now in a small pot, we're going to add 2 ounces of Monterey Jack, 1 ounce of cream cheese. I added a tablespoon of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of water. The recipe asks to add 2 teaspoons of cholula sauce to it as well, but I'm a wimp, so I'm just gonna skip that. After mixing all of that up over medium heat, we basically just made queso. Now to cut up the chicken into thin slices. And now I will do my very best to artistically put the chicken onto the plate. There you go, chicken. Just sit right there. Good chicken. And, oh, nope, that one fell a little bit. That one's not so much of a good chicken. Either way, they both look delicious. Now to spoon the queso sauce over half of one dish and the other. Maybe a little more over here. Try to make it as even as possible. And finally, garnish with those green scallions from earlier. Ta-da! Voila! And there you go. Chicken con queso. For 2. Also low carb, also keto, also gluten-free. You know, it's good stuff. Look at how pretty this looks. It looks just like I just ordered this at a Mexican restaurant. The queso sauce was delicious. And the rice, that was awesome. It tasted just like, or at least very similar to rice, which I think is very exciting. You guys, this was delicious. Between the cauliflower rice with the fresh tomatoes and the queso sauce, it was an A+ dinner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and never stop watching Keto Cooking with Corey. If you have any new or interesting suggestions of things I can make, let me know. I would love to try it out. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.